Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Easy Tutorials. Today in this video we are going to create the Netflix website clone using HTML and CSS. So this is the official website of Netflix India. This is the header section where you can see the logo, some welcome text and one email subscription form. After that you can see some features with text and images. And after that we have the FAQs. If we click on any one, it will display the details, and if we click again it will hide this detail. Again we have the email subscription form, and at the bottom you can see some useful information in the footer, and here we have the copyright message Netflix India. We are going to create this website clone using HTML and CSS, and it will be completely responsive. But before starting this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials. Now let's start the video. Here we have the folder, and in this folder I have one HTML file, one CSS file and another folder called images, and in this folder you can see I have some images that I will be using on the website. You can find all these images download link in the video description, or you can also download it from the official website of Netflix. After that we will open these files with my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor. So this is the HTML file where I have added the basic HTML structure, and this one is the CSS file. In this HTML file I have added this link tag that will connect the HTML and CSS file, and here is the website title, Netflix website clone, Easy Tutorials. Now we will open this web page with the Visual Studio Code extension called Live Server, so that it will refresh the website automatically. So right now you can see this web page is blank, and here we have the title, Netflix website clone, Easy Tutorials. Let's come back and come to the CSS file. Here we will add the body tag, and in this body we will add the background. So the background will be black, and then we will add the color FFF, which is white. So the background will be black and the font color will be white. You can see the background is completely black on this website. Now let's come back to the official website. Here in this header we have the logo and two buttons in the right side. Then we have the welcome text, which is in the large font, and after that we have some other text and one email subscription form. So we will create this header. So just come back and come to the HTML file. Here we will add one div with the class name header. Write this class name here in the CSS file, and in this header we have to add the width. Width will be 100% and height will be 100 VH. After that we have to add the background image. So let's add the background image, and on this background image there will be dark layer. So here we will add the linear gradient, then write the first color code RGBA 0.7. This is the 0.7 opacity. Again we will add the same color code, and after this linear gradient we will add the image. So write URL, and in this URL we will add the file path of the image. So write the folder name images / the file name. So let's come back to the folder, and you can see the file name is header image.png. So we will add this file name here in this CSS file like this. After that we have to add the background size. Background size will be covered, and background position, it will be center. Next we will add some space, so we will add the padding. It will be 10 pixel from top and bottom and 8% from the left and right side. Position will be relative. After adding this, again come back to the website. Here you can see this image on the complete web page, and on this image there is a dark layer. Next, we have to create the navigation bar. In this navigation bar, we will add the logo and 2 buttons. So let's come back to the HTML file, and within this div that is for the header, here we will add the nav tag, nav for the navigation bar. In this one, we will add the img tag and write the file path of the logo. Let's add a class name logo, and after that we will add one div, and in this div we will add 2 buttons. So write button tag button, and in this first button we will add the text English. Let's duplicate it, and in this second button the button text will be sign in. After that, let's come back to the website. You can see this logo and 2 buttons here. So we have to align these things. So just come back and let's copy this nav, write it here in this CSS file. In this nav, we will add display, flex, align items center, and justify content space between, so that the logo will be in the left side and the buttons will be in the right side. Here we will add the padding 10 pixel from top and bottom, and left right 0. So you can see logo in the left side and 2 buttons in the right side. Let's come back, and here we have the class name logo. So use this class name here in the CSS file. For this logo, we will add the width. It will be 150 pixel and cursor will be pointer. So you can see the perfect size for this logo. After that, we have to design the button. So here we will add nav, and in this nav we have added the button tag. For these buttons, we will add border 0, outline 0, and background. Then color, that will be the text color, and some padding. Font size will be 12 pixel. Border radius will be 4 pixel. Then we will add margin from the left side. It is 10 pixels, so we will get a space between both button and cursor pointer. After adding this, you can see these buttons in the red color, and we have the button text in white color. Now in the first button, we have to change the background, and we will also add one icon. So just come back, and in this first button here, after this text, we will add the img tag, that is for the image. Here we will add the file path images / down icon.png, like this. And let's add a class name for the first button. Here we will add class language btn, like this. After adding this, you can see one icon here. So just come back. Here we will add this class name language btn. Let's add display. Display will be inline flex, then align items center, and background will be transparent. Then border will be 1 pixel solid and white color, and padding of 7 pixel and 10 pixel. Now you can see the transparent background, and there is one white color of border. We have to fix the size of the down arrow icon. So let's come back. Here we will add this class name, then write img. For this image, we have to decrease the width. Then we will add the space between the text and image, so margin left 10 pixel. Now the language button looks perfect. After creating the navigation bar with logo and button, we have to add some content in the center. Let me come to the official website of Netflix. Here you can see in the center we have the main text. Then we have the text in a small font and one email subscription form. So we have to add these things. So just come back to the HTML file. After this nav, here we will add one div with the class name header content. In this header content, first we will add one title in H1. So let's copy the title from here. So this is the title. Then we will add another text in H3. Then we will add the text in P tag. So we have added text in H1, H3 and P. After that we have to add one email sign up form. So here we will add one form tag and we will add the class name email sign up. In this form there will be one input field. Input type will be email and placeholder. Placeholder will be email address. It is required. Then we will add the button. Button type will be submit and button text will be get started. After adding this, again come back to the website. You can see the text and input field and button called get started. So we have to move all these things in the center of the web page. So just come back and copy this class name header content. Write this class name here. For this one we will add position absolute, then top it will be 50%, left 50% and transform translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Text align will be center and margin from the top 100 pixel. Now it is here. After that we have to add the CSS for the title. So let's come back and again add this class name. Then write H1 for the main text. We will increase the font size. Then we will add the line height and font weight. It will be 600 and maximum width will be 650 pixel. Now you can see the increased size for this welcome text. Next we will add the CSS for the text written in the H3. So just come back, copy this one. Here we will add H3. So for this one we will add the font weight. It will be 400. Then margin at the bottom. So this text is also looking good. Next we will add the CSS for the email sign up form. Here we have the class name email sign up. So let's copy this one, write it here. And here we will add the background. Background will be white. Then we will add the border radius. It will be 4 pixel and display will be flex. Align item center and margin from the top to add some space at the top, and overflow will be hidden. Next, we have to increase the size of this input field. So just come back. Here we will add that class name email sign up, then write input. So for this input field, we have to add the flex. It will be 1. Then border will be 0 and outline 0 and margin from the left side. After that, we have to design the button. So here we will add the class name and button tag. So for this button, we will add the background, then border 0, outline 0 and color. Color will be white. Font size will be 16 pixel and cursor pointer. Right now you can see the height of this email sign up form and button is very small. So let's come back, and in this button we will add padding. Let's add the padding of 15 pixel and 30 pixel. Now it looks good. So we have created the header of this website. Now let's come back to the official website, and here we will scroll this web page. Here you can see some features with text and image. In the first one, you can see the text in the left side. In the next one, text in the right side. Again, we have the text in left side, and in the fourth one, text in the right side. So it is in the alternate position, text and image. So we will create this one. So just come back to the HTML file. After closing off this div that is for the header, here we will create another div with the class name features. In this features, we will add another div with the class name row, and within this row, let's add a class name text call, that is column for text. In this one, we will add the text in H2. Let me copy the text from here. Then we will add some text in p tag. So this is the left column where we have added the text. Now we will add another div with the class name img column, img call, and in this one we will add the feature image. So write the file path, images / feature1.png. After adding this, come back to the website. You can see here we have the text and this image. So we have to align it horizontally, and we will add some space. So let's come back, and here we have the class name features. Just copy this one, write it here in this CSS file. For this features, we will add padding. It will be 50 pixels from top and bottom and 12% from left and right side. Then we will add the font size. It will be 22 pixel. Let me add a comment here. Features. So here we are starting the CSS for the features section. After that, we will add the CSS for the row that we have added in the HTML file. Here we will add display. Display will be flex. Width will be 100%. And align items center. Flex wrap will be wrap. Then padding of 50 pixel and 0. Now you can see some space around the text. Let's come back, and here we have the class name text call. Copy this one, write it here. For this text call, we will add the flex basis. It will be 50% and margin at the bottom 20 pixel. After that we have another class name img call. Let's add this here, and here we will add the same thing, flex basis 50% and margin bottom 20 pixel. After that again write this class name and then write img. For this image, let's add display block and width will be 90% and margin auto. After adding this, you can see the perfect alignment for the text and the image. Text is aligned in the left side and image in the right side. Now we have to add the CSS for this text, which is written in the h2 tag. So here in this CSS file we will add class name features and h2. Here we will increase the font size. It will be 50 pixel. Then we will change the font weight and space at the bottom. Now this text looks good. Right now we have added one feature. Similarly we will add another feature. So let's come back, and here we will duplicate this row. Copy and paste it here. This is the second row, then third and fourth row. Now in the second row we will change the position. Remove it from here and add it here. First we are adding image, then text. The same thing in the last one. First we will add the image column. After that text column. After adding this, again come back. Here you can see the first feature, then second feature, which is the alternate position of the text and image, then third feature and fourth feature. Now we have to update the text and image that we can copy from the official website. Here we have the second image and text. Let me copy and paste it in our HTML file. After updating all the images and text in the features, let's come back to the website, and here you can see the updated text and images. Now we have created the features section. Next we will create the FAQ section, where we will create accordions. When we will click on anyone, it will display the detail of that question. So let's come back to the HTML file, and after closing off this div, which is for features, here we will add a new div with the class name FAQ. In this one, let's add one text in h2. Frequently asked questions. After that, come back to the CSS file. Here we will add one comment, FAQ. Then we will add the class name FAQ, and here let's add padding of 10 pixel and 12%. Text align will be center and font size will be 18 pixel. You can see this text frequently asked questions at the bottom. Now we have to increase the size of this text and font weight. So let's come back, and here we will add FAQ H2. Font weight will be 500 and font size 40 pixel. So you can see the increased font size. After that, we will create accordions where we will display the list of questions and answer. So let's come back and come to the HTML file. Here we will create one UL unordered list, and let's add a class name accordion. In this one, we will add li, that is for the list, and in this list, let's add the input. Input will be radio, input type radio, and name will be accordion. And write the ID first. Here we will add label. In this label we will add for, and it will be same as this ID for first. And in this label we will add the question. So here we will add the first question. What is Netflix? And after this label, we will add one div with the class name content. In this content, we will add the detail of this question. Here we will add one p tag and write the text. Here I am adding some sample text, and this is the first list. Now we will duplicate this one. Here we will add the ID second, for second, and change the question. You can update the answer also. Now duplicate this list and change the ID third, for third, change the question, After updating all the list with the ID and text, let's come back to the website. Here you can see these question and their answer. Now we have to design it as an accordion. So let's come back and copy this class name accordion, write it here in this CSS file. Here we will add the margin 60 pixel from top and bottom and left right auto. Width it will be 100% and maximum width will be 750 pixel. Next we will add the class name accordion and li. For these lists we will add list style none, and width will be 100%, and padding will be 5 pixel. Inside this list we have the label where we have added the questions. So here let's add this one, then write label. In this label we will add display. Display will be flex, align items center, and padding will be 20 pixel. Then font size will be 18 pixel and font weight 500. Then we will change the background. Margin at the bottom, it will be 2 pixel, and cursor, pointer, and position will be relative. After adding this, again come back to the website. You can see these questions in a box. After that, we will add the plus icon at the end of this box. So let's come back, and here we will add this label, and after this label we will add pseudo element after. Here we will add the content. It will be plus icon, and let's increase the font size 34 pixel. Position will be absolute, and right will be 20 pixel. So now you can see this plus in the right side of this title box or question box. After that, we have to hide this checkbox which is here. If we click on any one, you can see it will become blue and other will become white. So we have to hide these things. So let's come back. Here we will add input, then write the type, input type equal to radio, and it will be hidden, so write display none. Now you can see these radio icons are hidden. Next we have to add the CSS for these content. So let's come back, and here we will add dot accordion and dot content. You can see in the HTML file here we have added the class name content. So for these content we will add background, then we will add the text align, it will be left, then some padding, let's add the maximum height, it will be 0 so that it will be hidden, and overflow hidden. So you can see all the details are hidden. Next we have to display these details when we will click on anyone. So just come back. Here we will add dot accordion input, and input type will be radio like this, and checked. Suppose these input is checked, then we will add label plus dot content. In this content we will add the max height. Max height will be 600 pixel so that it will be visible. Then we will add the padding 30 pixel and 20 pixel. After adding this, come back, and if I click on any one, you can see it will become visible. Let's click on the second one. The second description is visible. If I click on the last one, the last description is visible. Right now the description is displaying immediately, so we have to add some transition. So just come back here. In this content we will add transition max height 0.5 seconds, then padding 0.5 seconds. After adding this, come back. If I click on the second one, you can see the height is increasing smoothly and it is displaying the description of the particular question. Right now you can see the plus icon at the end of each question. So we have to change the icon. Whenever we will click on any question, it should rotate and turn into a close icon. So let's come back. Here we will copy this one, then write after. In this after we will add transform rotate by 135 degree, and let's come here. In this label after we will add transition transform 0.5 seconds. After adding this, come back, and if I click on this one, you can see this plus is rotating and turn into a cross icon. Let's click here. You can see it is working fine. Now we have completed this accordion section. Next we have to add some text, and again we will add the same email subscription form. So let's come back to the HTML file, and after closing of this UL tag, here we will add text in a small tag. In this small tag we will add the same text which is here in this header. Add it here in this small tag, and after this text again we need the same sign up form. So let's come back to the header again and copy this complete form, paste it here. After this FAQ, here we will add this form and come back to the website. You can see this text and this sign up form with the input box and get started button. Now we have to design it, so let's come back, come to the CSS file. Here we will add .faq, and in this FAQ we have the class name email sign up. For the sign up form, here we will change the maximum width. It will be 600 pixel, and we will change the margin 20 pixel, auto, and 60 pixel. After that we will add the same class name FAQ, and in this FAQ we have added the text in a small tag. So write a small and write the font size. So the font size is 13 pixel. Now the font size is perfect, and this email sign up form is also looking good. After creating this, let's come back to the official website of Netflix, and here you can see after this FAQ and the sign up form, here we have one horizontal line and one contact number and some useful links and button and one copyright message that we will create in the footer. So let's come back to the HTML file, and after closing of this div, here we will add a new div with the class name footer. In this div we will add the text in H2. Here we will add any number. Let me add 0. After that, we will add one div with the class name row that we have already used. And in this row, let's add one div with the class name call. And in this first call, we will add the link in a tag. Link text will be FAQ. Let's duplicate it, and here we will change the link text. It is investor relations. Then we will add the privacy. Then we will add speed test. So this is the first column. Let's duplicate this column. And here we will update the link text. Again, duplicate this column. This is for the third column. Again, duplicate this one for the fourth column. After adding this, again come back to the website. You can see this number and other links at the bottom. So let's come back and we will add the CSS for this footer. Just copy this one, come to the CSS file. Here we will add one comment. Footer. Write this class name. And here we will add padding. It will be 50 pixel. Then 15% and 10 pixel. Then we will add border top. It will be 6 pixel, solid, and this color. So we will get one line at the top of the footer. Let's add color 777. This is the text color. Let's come back, and here you can see this horizontal line and changed font color for this one. Let's come back, and here we will add the class name footer, then h2. So for this title we will add the font size, font weight, and margin at the bottom. Now for each column we will add the CSS. So let's come back, and here you can see we have the class name call. So let's come back. Here we will add dot footer and dot call. So for the column we will add flex basis. It will be 25%. Flex grow, it will be 1, and margin at the bottom 20 pixel. Now you can see these links in 4 columns. Let's come back and again write this one, then write A for the link. So for these links we will add display. Display will be block, then text decoration will be none, then we will change the color and font size and margin at the bottom. Now in the 4th column you can see some space at the top because here we have the 3 links. So let's come back, and here we will add dot footer dot row. So for these row we will add align items, flex start, and we will add padding. It will be 10 pixel and 0. Now all the links are starting at same position from the top. After adding these links, we will add one language button. So let's come back, and here we have this closing div. So before this closing div we will add button. Let me come back to the header. From here we can copy this button. Let's copy this one and paste it here. Like this. After adding this, come back to the website. You can see this button here, but the text is not visible because it is in the black color. So let's come back. Here in this CSS file, here we will add dot footer and language btn. Let's add the color. Color will be white. Change the padding and border radius. Now this button looks good. Now at the bottom we will add one copyright text. So let's come back, and here after this button we will add one text in p tag, and the text is Netflix India. With this p we will add a class name, copyright text. Write this class name here, copyright text. Font size is 14 pixel and margin from the top 20 pixel and margin at the bottom 10 pixel. So this text is also looking good. Right now we have created all the contents on this website. Next we have to check this website on a smaller screen. So let me open this website in a smaller screen. Here you can see this navigation bar is not looking good and this text is too big. So we have to fix these things on a smaller screen so it will look good. So for that we will add the CSS media queries. So let's come back, and here in this CSS file let's add a comment. Let's add media. Only screen and max width 600 pixel. Now we will add some CSS properties within this media query, and whatever CSS properties we will write in this media query, that will be applicable for small screen, maximum width up to 600 pixel. So here you can see the logo size is too big for this small screen. So here let's add dot logo and width. Width will be 100 pixel. Now this size is perfect. Next we have to add the CSS for these buttons. So let's come back. Here we will add nav, then button tag. For this button we will add the padding 5 pixel and 10 pixel. In this nav you can see we have another button with the class name language btn. So let's come back to the CSS file. Here we will add nav dot language btn. In this one we will add the padding 4 pixel and 8 pixel. Now the logo size and the button size is perfect. Next we have to add the CSS for these text. So let's come back, and here you can see we have added the content in this div with the class name header content. So in this one we will add position will be unset. Then we will add the transform none. Then padding top, it will be 150 pixel. Again write this one, and in this one we have the text in H1. So for this H1 we will add the font size. Font size will be 30 pixel. So this text is looking good. Next we have to add the CSS for the sign up form. Now let's come back, and in this media query we will add dot email sign up button, and in this button we will add the font size. It will be small 12 pixel, and we will decrease the padding. It will be 10 pixel and 15 pixel. Now this sign up form is also looking good. Next we have to add the CSS for these columns, which is the text column and image column. So let's come back. Here you can see we have the text call and img call. So we will add the CSS for these things in the media query. Here we will add dot text call comma dot img call. For these columns we will add the flex basis 100%, so it will use the full width. You can see the full width for these text and image. Next we have to decrease the size of these text. So let's come back. Here we will add the class name features, and in this features we have h2. So let's decrease the font size. Font size will be 30 pixel for small screen, and duplicate this one. Here we will add the p for the small text. Here also we will decrease the font size. It will be 15 pixel. So these font size is perfect. But right now you can see this text is there. After that we have the image, and again we have the image. So we have to add the image and text at alternate position. For that let's come back, and here we will add dot row colon nth child 2 and comma dot row nth child 4. For the second and fourth row we will add flex direction column reverse, like this. After adding this, come back. You can see first we have the text, then image, again text and image, again text and image. So it is in the alternate order. Now we will add some space for the row. So let's come back, and here we will add dot features and dot row. So in this one let's add the padding. Padding will be 10 pixel and 0. So we have the perfect space between each row. After that let's check the FAQ section. In this FAQ you can see the text size is very big, so we have to fix this one. So let's come back, and here we will add dot FAQ and H2. Font size 20 pixel. It will be perfect. And here we have the accordions. So in this accordion we have the content. For this content we will add the font size 14 pixel. In this accordion we have the questions in the label. So write accordion and li and label. Here we will add padding. Padding will be 10 pixel and font size 14 pixel. So you can see perfect size for this frequently asked questions and these text. Next we have to decrease the size of these icons, which is the plus icon or cross icon. So let's come back. Here we will add label colon after. Write the font size 22 pixel. After that you can see small size for these icon. Let's scroll this. Other content are perfect for a small screen. Let's open this web page in full screen again, and you can see it looks perfect and exactly same as the official website of Netflix. So finally we have created this Netflix clone website using HTML and CSS. I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like and share this video and also subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials to watch more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video.